Choosing a career is one of the most important decisions we ever make. It's a choice that can shape our entire lives. Despite all the advices and theories out there, it's still one of the hardest decisions to get right, and most of us struggle with it. As a kid, I fell in love with aviation. Planes fascinated me, and the idea of becoming a pilot filled me with excitement. I discovered my dream job, and from that moment on, I started chasing it. But not everyone finds their path early on. Many spend years exploring different options, and some still feel uncertain even later in life. It's tough because the choices we make about our studies, preparations, and career paths often come long before we truly understand what we want from life. The big question is, how can we consciously seek a profession that truly makes us happy? Is there a way to make wise choices now that will ultimately lead us to a life where we can simply feel fulfilled? Today I want to put things into perspective and share a few reflections that might ease your worries and help you discover your true calling. Looking back, I realize how much pressure we put on ourselves when it comes to choosing a career. Too much pressure can make us stuck, or worse, lose sight of what truly matters. It's a hard truth, but it's a reality I've seen far too often. Some people who follow their lifelong dream still find themselves unhappy, unfulfilled, and unable to appreciate what they've achieved. It's strange, you think that if you followed your passion, everything won't fall into place. But somehow people drift away from that passion. They lose the fire. And I'm wondering, how does that happen? Over the years, I've come to understand something important. The more work we put into what we do, the more we get out of it. It's about showing up every day and putting in the effort. As you get better, you start to find fulfillment. This is something Cal Newport explains in his book, So Good I Can Ignore You. The better we become at something, the more passion we develop for it. Passion isn't something we're born with, it's something that grows with skill. So when it comes to finding our perfect dream job, it's not really about finding the perfect dream job. I would probably say it doesn't really matter as much as we think it does. Following a pre-existing passion, as Cal Newport argues, might be better advice for most of us. Why? Because passion isn't something you just find. Passion is something you cultivate with time. The idea that we should all have a single inherent passion waiting to be discovered puts unnecessary pressure on us. It creates this illusion that there's only one path to happiness. If we don't find it, we will never be fulfilled. But life, luckily, doesn't work that way. Any job is dignified. Any job can bring us fulfillment, as long as we're committed to getting better at it. You see, when we focus on growth, on improving and developing our skills, work stops being something we just do to get by. It becomes something that feeds us, gives us purpose, and helps us feel proud of what we do. The more effort we put into owning our craft, the more value we create, not just for others, but for ourselves. We start to see impact of our work, and that's when fulfillment begins to take root. It's about transforming how we approach work, not necessarily about finding the perfect career. Of course, I'm not suggesting you settle for something you absolutely hate. The idea is to use your interest as a compass. Pay attention to what intrigues you, what sparks your curiosity, and explore those areas. Once you've done this initial analysis, it's time to take a step further and consider some other important factors before making your decision. When we think about what makes a job truly desirable, it's not just about the role itself, what we do. It's about how it fits into our lives and fulfills our needs. Cal Newport identified three key elements: autonomy, creativity, and impact. Work is one of the things we spend a good chunk of our lives doing, so there needs to be a balance with other areas of our lives. Thanks to characteristics like these, we can find that balance. Autonomy represents control, and being in control of what we do, how we do it, and where we do it will impact our personal life. Whether you're solving problems or coming up with new ideas, creativity gives your work depth. It's about bringing something unique to the table expressing yourself in ways that matter, knowing that what we do has an impact on others and it can contribute to their well-being. It's one of the most motivating feelings you can have. Find other characteristics that are important to you and use them to orient yourself in the quest for work you love. It's important to remember that we won't have all these characteristics in place from day one. We'll be able to embrace them once we've developed the skills that our employer or clients are willing to recognize and compensate. That's why it's crucial to understand that this is a process and it takes time. Once we built momentum and started developing those rare and valuable skills, that's when we'll be able to truly cash in on our work. With deep knowledge and experience, we'll be able to gain a broader perspective and steer our professional lives towards a meaningful mission. This clarity will help us align our work with our values, creating a sense of purpose that goes beyond just gaining wealth. Money is a consequence of the value we're able to provide to others. Solely seeking money is certainly a questionable approach. Meanwhile, for those who are doing something they once loved but feel unhappy now, it's possible they've hit a plateau. To break free, it's important to reignite curiosity and introduce new elements. Refining knowledge and approaching things with fresh eyes can make all the difference. Ultimately, our approach to work is crucial in defining the relationship we have with it. For some others, pursuing a career feels even more challenging due to difficult life circumstances. Starting from a low point or facing significant obstacles can make the journey seem almost impossible. But I truly believe, as Paulo Coelho wrote in The Alchemist, that when you want something, all the universe conspires in helping you to achieve it. This isn't about waiting for miracles, it's about aligning your intentions with consistent action and refusing to give up. There is so much evidence of people who overcame incredible odds, transforming barriers into stepping stones through resilience and determination. Their stories remind us that life circumstances don't define potential. Instead, they challenge us to focus on taking one step at a time. The compound effect shows us that even the smallest actions, done consistently, can lead to meaningful change. While it's easy to feel overwhelmed or stuck, trust in the process. Over time, every effort you make builds momentum, bringing you closer to the life you envision. Our career is a journey, one that requires adaptability, the courage to make changes when needed, and sometimes the boldness to completely overhaul our path if it feels right. Work is often one of the most lasting parts of our legacy. Even the smallest actions can leave a positive impact, whether through the people we touch or the values we share. Our work is an opportunity to contribute to the greater good and leave something meaningful behind, long after we are gone. Ultimately, it's about making a difference that continues to ripple through the lives of others.